Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Pretty Hands Mah Jongg readings. This reading will be for my air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius for the upcoming week of February 17th, 2020. Happy birthday Pisces, right? We're about to start Pisces season. And also on the 23rd, we have a new moon that's in Pisces. Good grief, y'all, good grief. So of course new moons symbolize new beginnings. We know that the beginning of new cycles, picking up new traits, right? Becoming a new you, a rebirth, shedding old skin. But the fact that the new moon is going to be in Pisces, to me, I feel like, and Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac, so I feel like it could be false new beginnings, new beginnings that don't last long. It could be hazy new beginnings, imaginative new beginnings, of course, because Pisceans are very imaginative, very creative people. But again, they're ruled by Neptune. And as I've been saying the last 3 weeks, like with all this Piscean energy going around, like things could not be what they appear to be. So just keep that in mind with these new beginnings. Be on alert, right? If something just comes through and it seems like a breakthrough, just really scrutinize it, because it could be one or two things. It could be the answer you've been waiting for, or it could be not quite what you expect. Same with people. What are the major things for my air signs for the upcoming week of February 17, 2020, please? Ooh, so accurate. Already feeling that. Angel number 348, air signs. Look it up, see if it resonates. Already feeling that. Grounding. Being grounded within all this Piscean energy. Definitely. So with the 3-1, definitely being in their heads too. Air signs, I know we usually can't help it because that's the nature of an air sign, right? But just be careful not to overthink, not to expend too much mental energy this week, not to become overwhelmed by your thoughts, because we have the wine energy repeated. So with the 3-1 earth, it's about, I feel like this is like new changes on the horizon. I feel like this is being grounded but accepting. Look, we got duality, dark and light. Look what you saying. This is about being grounded in reality. Again, this is juxtaposed against all the Piscean energy, so I feel like this is being joyful in the possibility, right? So using that energy of illusion to your benefit and not your detriment, because it's easy to get caught up in things and what they could be and what they aren't, or all like I said, the illusion aspect of it. But this is fun because you can be grounded while still being positive and looking at the horizon, because you know that there's something just over the mountain. Could be dealing with an earth sign too, of course. 4 circles, jade. More grounded energy. 4 is about being balanced. The jade is about working hard, getting to the gold, right? Jade is more considered more precious than gold in ancient Chinese culture because of the work that you put into it. Gold, when you happen upon it, it doesn't take as much work to get it to where you want it. It pretty much comes out how it is. It's not like a diamond or anything. But with jade, it comes out looking pretty rough, right? And unassuming. But it takes years and years of hard work and toiling to get it to a point to where it's considered valuable and it's considered precious. So I feel like, again, that also goes with yourself, working on yourself, putting that effort into your immediate environment. I think this is about being positive and working hard to do that as well. 8-1 knot. So again, a lot of this karma that we've been dealing with, karmic cycles, coming to a conclusion, maybe beginning new cycles, because the knot ties things together. I feel like a lot of this is a lot of mental energy again being expended, a lot of overthinking. Some of us could be dealing with like digestive issues, our stomach problems, just nervousness, wondering about what is to come. But I feel like the universe has a surprise, and I don't know why I said that, but yeah, cutting something off. So see, I was trying to be nice to y'all. I was trying to be nice to us and be like, oh, well, you know, the knot can go either way, because it's the most enigmatic card of the deck, right? It can always go either way. But in this case, it's explicit, and you have the sword following the knot. So both of these together is definitely saying something will be cut off. Something needs to be sacrificed. Something needs to be cut out of the realm of possibility in your environment, right? In order to get to your joy. Something's blocking your joy, something's blocking your progress, and it has to be cut away, right? It's blocking your ability to be grounded. You might be in an illusory state. Remember, I told you with all this Piscean energy and Mercury being retrograde and all of that in Pisces, Literally today is the day that Mercury technically starts to be retrograde, even though we've been feeling it. So let go. You got to cut away the illusions in your surroundings. 7, bamboo tortoise. So dealing with impatience, dealing with allowing divine knowledge to come, right? Allowing the divine to guide you. Um, Allowing yourself to rest in between obstacles, right? Because this tortoise, again, it doesn't get to this age for nothing, right? It's had to overcome many obstacles. It's had to endure a lot, but it's also learned a lot, right? The challenge here with all the Piscean energy is to not get caught up in what could be, right? Accept obstacles, accept things for what they are, and then deal with them. Because that's the thing. It's good to be hopeful and optimistic and all of that, but you don't want to be naive, because then you just end up tripping over the same obstacles that have been there for a long time. That rock ain't just get there. See what I'm saying? And possibly he's already tripped over. He's already traversed that rock. Maybe he's tripped over it and learned. Maybe he hasn't, but he's already walked over it. No need to get caught up on that, because you are too busy. You have your head in the clouds, right? And you're in denial about the sacrifices that you need to make or the things that you need to cut off. South card, success. I feel like this card came in the same spot last week, air signs. So ultimately, this is what is leading to lush and success. Because here with the grounding energy, there are trees, but they're barren. They're off in the distance, right? There are some trees that have leaves and there's some who don't. And that comes along with being grounded, right? Usually when you have to be grounded, it's coming down. And for us, that's really difficult because air signs, we are air, right? We like to go immutable. We like to, kind of switch it up. But this is saying coming back down to reality, and planting those seeds so that they can grow and so that all of your trees can be fruitful, so that all of your seeds can lead to success, right? Not just some of them, as is with the earth card. Victory, triumph, that just came to me too. Okay, so west card, can y'all see? Let's see. The sun is moving. I'm chasing the sun. I love it. Okay, so the west card. So definitely this is clarifying the jade. Working hard, but you could be working hard on your objectives, working hard to let things go, right? Because we just had the full moon, and you can only get a new moon after a full moon, right? You can only start something new after you've let something go. So I think this is about letting the sun set, right? I think that these endings, these ties that you have to cut, the sacrifice, is not drastic, right? This is not a brutal energy like, ain't nothing to cut that off. It ain't like that. This is like a graciously backing away, closing the door. It's like when you move to a new place, like you don't slam the door of your old apartment or your old, living circumstances and be like, good riddance. Usually, you clean up, you do your one last walk through, your last sweep, and you close the door and lock it, and you move on. So I feel like that is what this symbolizes. That's what we're bringing in. Not really making waves, just kind of going with the flow. A sense of peace and serenity in letting things go and learning how to let things go peacefully and serenely. Look at that, 9-1 heaven. I just told you that about completions. I just told you that. You don't get to new beginnings without completing cycles. And these are heavenly, cosmic cycles that we're completing. I knew that with the Knot card. Cosmic things wrapping up. All of these crazy energies, but that are divine. So that's what is really difficult right now, because you have all these crazy, chaotic, swirling energies around us, but it's like the universe is saying, like, it's supposed to be that way, right? I'm doing something. I got something in progress, right? So it's like when you are creating, for those of us who are like artists or construction workers, builders, when you're doing something, it don't always look good, right? It just looks like mess, and somebody who walks in is like, what is this? There's paint everywhere, or you have paper, you have clothes, or if you packing for people who travel, and it just looks a mess, and it's like, this is this looks like a hurricane just, or tornado just tore through, and you're like, no, I got a plan. There's a system to this. So I feel like that's what the universe is saying. There's a method to the madness. There's a system to the endings that are happening, and they are in divine timing, but you just have to make sure that you are doing the work to let them go, and not, like I said, not being dramatic. These aren't dramatic endings. If they feel dramatic, that's fine, but they're not meant to be dramatic. They're not meant to be theatrical, is what I'm saying, right? They could be drastic, but not dramatic. There's a difference. Okay, 5-1 house. Again, so 5 is a number of change, ending major changes to how you view yourself, positive changes to stability in your home or work life, definitely. You've worked hard, right? They want you to put in the work. They want you to be positive. They want you to be grounded so that the universe can, as soon as they bring together these divine cosmic endings, right? Because this is also the call to perfection, right? All of this chaos is in perfect timing, and all these waves crashing and all of that, like they like, we got this, we got this. Because look at what it leads to. Drastic change. You come out of endings to bow to where the energy can move more freely. Again, this could also relate to your physical house, your body, right? The first house that you reside in this life. So it could be drastic changes to yourself, how you view yourself, how you perceive yourself, how you self-esteem. This keeps coming back to that, right? How you view your accomplishments, the things that you've done. But of course, it can have to also do with your house and your living, and your job. That tortoise came back. Peach, yep. So this is a really soft energy. Let me see if I can shift this. It's really soft. Like, I feel like the universe is saying big things for this week, but it's saying it's like, it's the whispering, right? It's like, because that's what the universe does. Before it yells at you, like, get your mind right, do this, it'll tell you gently, like, it'll nudge you. And I feel like this is just like gentle nudging, like, okay, we just want to let you know that this is what we're doing, and this is what you need to be working on. So look, the message has already been transmitted. Here's the tortoise again. 7 bamboo tortoise, right? And again, this is just this divine energy, this lightning bolt energy. Some of you could be getting divine revelation. Some of you could be getting epiphanies this week. So make sure that you are alert and you are open. You're allowing the openness in your environment so that it cultivates that. Also, this is about impatience. So again, being exhausted, being impatient with your objectives, being impatient with these endings, right? You're like, okay, I'm ready for the endings to come, but where are they? So the universe is saying, don't trip yourself up as you wait on these endings to come, right? As you wait on these doors to close, make sure that you're getting adequate rest, but you're also taking necessary steps too. It's all about balance. This tortoise, again, he can't spend all of his time walking over rocks, because he'll be exhausted. At some point, you do have to rest in between obstacles and things like that. But at the same time, he can't just stay on this rock and be like, oh, I just give up. That ain't it either. So then we got the commence card, right? Which is about all these beautiful new beginnings that I've been telling you about with this new moon. And he's ready, and he's also standing on rocks. You see the difference? The difference is that he's using his as footing. The tortoise is like, oh, I'm exhausted. He's resting. And he might even let it catch him up because he's not paying attention. He's looking up. Universe, what's the next step? What do I need to do? Universe is like, okay, first of all, you got to get over that obstacle that's right in front of you, right? Deal with that first, and then look up. Do the work. But then we have the commence, and he's using it again like, okay, this is how I get my footing perfect. An obstacle, this is nothing. I eat these for breakfast, right? I'm ready to shoot my shot. But it came with the guardian. So I told you, I said this at the beginning, there could be issues with this new beginning, this Pisces this Pisces new moon, right? Because it's in Pisces, and we can never really trust things where Neptune is. I'm sorry, like, I'm not saying, oh yeah, it's gonna be all bad or it's fear Neptune. I'm just saying, from my experience, Neptune is a very enigmatic, mysterious sign, and the fact that we have this new moon in Neptune, and these that means new beginnings may not be new beginnings. As I've said, there could be some element of surprise or mystery or things being hazy, not quite as they seem. And we see this with the bamboo guardian, right? The guardian is saying, don't worry about it may not be quite time to shoot your shot. Don't worry about it if your first arrow doesn't go exactly where you planned, right? You have others. Just wait a second, right? And take in the wisdom. So this is saying, do your research, do your work before you shoot your arrow. Right? Before you shoot your arrow, do the work. Make sure you're aware of the wind patterns. Make sure you're aware of exactly what target you're trying to hit, first of all. Making sure that you're taking into account, is this a moving target? What's going on? Like the circumference, the diameter of the target, right? All of that. The wisdom. And then shoot. And look what happens. Beautiful, beautiful ending. 6 circles peach. This is everything that you could ever dream of, baby. This is success. This is nurturing. This is a positive home environment right under the house. This is romance. This is abundance. She has more than enough. This is things flowing, right? From being stagnant, right? The tortoise is just on his obstacles, on a rock, stagnant, to the commence, stagnant, still not quite ready, but strong, right? Maintaining his strength, mental strength, bam, Be mentally strong this week. Yeah, it's a lot of wine. Wait, whoa, wine, 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 wine. Yeah, we're dealing with a lot of wine energy. A lot of thinking for us, air signs, because we're like, what's going on, right? We want to think our way out of stuff, and it don't always work that way. But look at this. This is things flowing. After all this stagnant energy, the energy is able to flow freely, and you're able to get what you want. Wow. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. Back to the fortune teller book until I get bored with it. Okay, let's see. That's interesting. Okay. All right, y'all. We back to the fortune teller book. And who's going first? Who got first? Who got first? Last time I did Gemini last, so let's do Gemini. Why not? Seven of Hearts. Contentment, happy love. First of all, angel set the number 7 as well, Gemini. It's associated with mysticism and intuition, following that, especially when it comes to love. Your wishes for romantic love are fulfilled on the 7th of a month, in 7 weeks from now, or in July. One of the most positive cards in the pack, this represents triumph over adversity and weakens the influence of any negative cards appearing on either side. Bam! Reversed, a reconciliation will follow a lover's tiff. So this is excellent, Gemini. This is excellent. The last card of the spread was the Peach, and she is about romance after all that other stuff. There was no romance anywhere else, but it ended on romance, which I think is very interesting. It's like once you get grounded, once you get everything else, the romance is going to just flow freely. But yeah, this is just saying everything is going to work out right, exactly like I told you. Triumph over adversity, like we said, when we saw that, the commence card and the tortoise were overcoming some stuff, but ultimately it's all gonna work out. I love that because I literally said that. We love it when that happens. Okay, that was weird. Next up, Libra. Okay, so Jack of Hearts. We all in this heart energy. Okay. Cupid. A lot of love, y'all. A young man you already know, someone who is youthful in attitude and appearance, whatever his age is making romantic overtures. Whether you accept his offer is your choice. Either way, romance will radiate new light in your life, especially this summer. Oh, wow. Reverse. Whoever receives your love is lucky. Do not settle for second best. See, Libra, that's been a recurring theme. It's interesting because, again, this just goes back to what I was saying in the general reading. Once all those other things come together, once the universe does what it's going to do, once you get grounded, once you become grounded in your own self-esteem, your own sense of self, love is going to flow. Because as you see, I didn't even say nothing about love in the general reading. So it was the last card. But that's been obviously something it's destined, y'all. Last but not least, Aquarius. Wow. 8 of Hearts. Everybody, our signs, we all got hearts. What are the chances of that? And it's funny because I bet a lot of air signs ain't even thinking about that. Because in the cards, it was all mental energy, right? Trying to get stuff done. Romantic liaisons or marriage. I cannot make this stuff up. A party or a celebration yields a romantic encounter that may lead to a long-term relationship and thoughts of marriage. Family bonds are reinforced and disagreements forgiven. Expect gifts and love tokens. In August, you may have a romantic holiday as a couple or with a group of friends. Reverse. Love is doomed because of insurmountable obstacles. That's crazy. That is crazy, Aquarius. So they're telling you romance is in the air. Spring is coming. Like, be social because you can meet somebody who is amazing and it's going to change your life, right? Family bonds, all of that, disagreements forgiven. So that's healing coming from, again, once you step into your power, once you become grounded, everything else heals around you. And that's what I said, and these cards just really underscored that and showed the element of love that goes along with it. Bam. All right, y'all. Thank you for listening. Have a good week. Peace out.